Testing, testicles. 1, 2. UFC 268. Yeah, that's great. I'll start from the top, from the main event of the evening, which is my brother, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington. Yeah, a rematch. To be honest, I don't know why this fight's happening, but it's happening. I don't know, maybe Usman just wants to lap the division again, because from their first fight, Usman's fought 3 times and Colby's fought once, and he fought, a washed up T Wood. Hey man, go big. It goes to show the the level that Usman's at, the momentum he's on right now. He's on a big momentum, and I just don't feel like he's gonna be stopped. Yeah, that's a nightmare for a whole division. And Colby fought once, and got his way another title fight. Yeah, but like I said, Usman wants to lap the division again, so he gets what he wants. He's the champ, he's the king. And their first fight, it was a striking match. It wasn't like a polished striking match. It was a bit messy, but Usman was getting the better of him. Usman got touched up a little bit, but he was always getting the better of Colby. I recall Colby having more variety, but Usman having more success with the same shots. I believe it was the straight punches down the pipe. But yeah, I remember that it was a striking match. And you'd think, like, with their wrestling pedigrees, both of them, you'd think, they'd be able to test each other out. But this is what happens normally with a lot of grapplers, jiu-jitsu guys as well. Their wrestling cancel each other out, their grappling cancel each other out, and then ends up being a striking match, and becomes who's the better striker, who's got better tools to use, or more effective tools, I should say. You can have all the tools, but if you don't know how to use it, sorry. And that seemed to be the case. Usman's matured a lot more now, because normally when he hurts someone, he tends to go for the finish. But I like the fact that he's starting to slow down, like the way he did with Gilbert Burns. Hurt him, but didn't get too crazy. He got touched up in the first round and gave me a heart attack. But he was composed, took his time, and didn't rush. And then when he hurt Gilbert, he didn't rush either. He just took his time and found the shots. That's how it's supposed to be. So he's improving. Usman is just a student of the game, and he levels up. He's just constantly leveling up with Trevor Whitman. Like, you see a lot of his knockouts in the past were looping punches. You look at his later knockouts, his latest ones, the ones with Gilbert and the one with fucking Jorge, down the pipe. And the one I loved about the one with Jorge, man, is what did he do? He pulled his hand down, his right arm, and then sent it down the pipe. And also he sent his body into it as well. That's the thing, because he had the leverage of the right arm. And you can just send your body through it, and he don't miss. He put Jorge out, put him out in a bad way. And it might be the same thing in this fight. It might be another striking match, but that can change if Colby decides to wrestle, and I feel like he should. I feel like Colby, if he wants to make this competitive, he should try and wrestle and not get discouraged. And that's something I think it's hard to do for Colby, because you can see the guy is just he's a character. I mean, he doesn't get discouraged. He got his jaw broken in the first fight. He was still talking shit after the fight, saying like, "Oh, I was fine. Like, you know what I mean?" Yeah, he shouldn't get discouraged if he tries to take Usman down and Usman defends and counter wrestles him or takes him down. In the first fight, Colby was willing to, I guess, put himself in a line of fire, because he wasn't threatened by Usman. But after these last few fights that he's had, he's gonna have to respect Usman striking a lot more. So I feel like he's gonna wrestle. I feel like he's gonna wrestle or try and keep him guessing. But honestly, call me biased. Call me fucking biased, but I just feel like Usman has just leveled up. I can just see it. I can see the way he's leveling up. This is his time. If Colby tries to bring the chaos, I feel like Usman should be able to use his his distance management to keep him at bay, and then catch him coming in. But anyway, you know who I'm riding with in this fight. Naija. We know they carry last. Never ever. It's not gonna be today. We're gonna carry last ever. So Usman's gonna do it again. It might even get it done quicker this time. Who knows? Because like I said, momentum's a powerful force. When you have that momentum and you're rolling with it, you're cultivating that momentum, it's hard to stop. It's really hard to stop. And I take inspiration from that. So you know the vibes. Up Nepa! If you know, you know. Rose Namajunas versus Zhang Weili. Now, this is another rematch on the card. The first fight didn't last too long because Rose Namajunas tricked Zhang Weili. Just a beautiful chest move. Rose went for the inside leg kick and chambered it different at the not the last second, at the midway through the kick. And Zhang Weili, you see her pull her feet back, pull her leg back, and she even had like what Thai guys, or you do the shit where you slip the leg kick and you slip the leg back, but your head leans forward, and then before she realized it was too late, it wasn't going to the leg, it was going to the head, and it was right there through the gap as well. It wasn't a hard kick either, it was just precise. It was a sharp kick. And now she's got the belt again, and she feels she's more mature now to be able to handle having that target on her back, you know, because it's not easy being champ. Like it's easy to get. Oh, it's not even easy to get to be a champion, but it's less easy. It's harder to stay champ, and we have that target on your back, and everyone's fucking ops, you know. Yeah, no be easy. Zhang Weili on her side, you know, from China. Shout out to all my people in Zhongguo. She got that Sanda style. I like that Sanda style. That's one that when I was in China, I picked a few things from the Sanda people, like their side kicks. But she's pretty well rounded. She's got good submissions, a lot of submission wins. She fights well inside. She's got good top game, really good top game actually. And one thing I'd say for Zhang Weili in this fight is like her mentality after being stopped like that so quickly. Yeah, so she fought Joanna as well and went to deep water with her and was going back and forth, and then to be stopped by Rose that quickly might have fucked her up mentally. I don't know. But I'd say don't try and get her back. Get even. Don't try and get her back. Don't try and think like, nah, I gotta get that one back. Like that will get you fighting out of character. That'll get you fighting maybe with your foot on the pedal a little bit too much. Smart pressure, because I'm sure she'd like to push Rose back, and Rose has got beautiful footwork. I love her bounce. Let me see. I'm just racking it in my brain now in the Matrix. She clinches with Rose. Against the fence, yes, against the fence in the clinch. Zhang Weili against the fence in the clinch. So use that smart pressure to back up to the fence. Just don't get mad. Don't try and get her back. Get even. Be smart with the way you pressure her, because she can stick, man. Rose can stick. Yeah, let's move on to Rose. Feints. That jab. Yeah, that jab. And I feel like she can change it up as well. Up jab, change it up to a hook. And her best weapon in this fight, I feel, is her footwork. Rose's footwork, that bounce, like I said. And the way she feints with it as well. She double hops sometimes. Pop, pop. I like where her hands is at. If I recall how Rose likes to fight, I like where her hands is at. She's kind of got her hands high, but they're ready to be engaged. They're not like too rigid. They're very, very fluid hands. I feel like Rose should just distance. Footwork, stick and move. Just stick and move. Leg kicks, same thing, inside leg kicks. Even show her the same kick you knocked her out with. Just show it to her, just to let her know it's still there. Hey, I can still catch this. Yeah, like Rose has got definitely sharper striking, I feel. But Weili is just solid. She's got sharp striking as well, but just more power, like because of her frame. She's compact. The most important thing I feel is just the footwork and distance management, because Rose will be able to catch her at the end of her punches. So she should just almost point fight, because eventually you're gonna knock her out. If what knocked her out last time was something that wasn't really hard, it was sharp and unexpected, you can do it again. Violence! Just bleed. Fuck, this is just gonna be ridiculous. This fight right here, I don't even like break down what. Fucking break what down? They're both gonna break down. That's what's gonna happen. This is just gonna be violence. Chandler already said, what did he say? He promised. He's like, I promise you, I will not take the first backward step. Or whatever. WWE. My man cut the promo and let him know, I will not take the first backward step. You will. Gaethje is not exactly a guy that likes to moonwalk when he fights. So this is just gonna be awesome for the fans. Oh my god, I just want to see the opening round. It's just I want to see this. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, I'm only breaking out 3 of these fights, and it's just like, fuck, this is one I'm looking forward to actually the most. I wouldn't even lie, just because I want to see what happens in that first round, that first exchange. Yeah, this is just gonna be crazy chaos. Fuck. Cheers. And yeah, I don't know. Let's go. The real water champ, bitch. Peace.